Yo, 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 welcome everybody to TCR, Trinity Competitive Racing. We are here for the Golden Class for round number 14 for the Mexican Grand Prix. And, of course, we are in Season 12. We just wrapped up qualifying. This is a new stream. We got the grid editor all set up, and we should be ready to go for this stream here. Apologies for the interruptions, but we did need a lobby reset, and unfortunately the stream did go down in the process. So we are back here live again, and we have a 50% race. Qualifying was already determined, but yeah, we had a few glitches we wanted to address. It is Bats Plus alongside me. He'll be starting at the back of the grid. We do have him on the co-comms. Say welcome and hi again, Bats, for me.
Hello.
Alright, and we got Seafreeze as well. We'll be taking you all through tonight's proceedings. We are live both on the YouTube and the Twitch, so hopefully everybody's doing a-okay. And pretty soon we will be starting up here. So sit back, relax, get your drinks and beverages, and enjoy the race. Much appreciated if you can send it out and let others know that TCR is about to start. And it's going to be hopefully a nice race. I think you said, did you put the weather clear or did you keep it dynamic?
It's just on cloudy. That's what the race was.
Oh, okay, good, nice. So it's going to be a cloudy race because that's what it was. Stream. Alright. So the stream is out, just getting everything all right, fired back up. And we are gonna be starting on the formation lap. As mentioned, last week was the Dutch Grand Prix. Bats Plus claimed the Drivers' Championship for the Golden Class, and I think the Constructors might be open, but based on the attendance of the McLarens behind, it does look like the Williams team will claim it either today or tomorrow. We will get the final counts on that in due time. And drivers are loading up their setup. The top 10 still have to use the tire that they used in qualifying, and technically I guess you could say Bats did get the pole position, but he's going to opt to start from the back of the grid, which I guess is allowed. So that promotes, I think that was Mina in 11th, and he will start 10th.
I think it was Capitan is in 10th, but he could pick his own tires.
Yeah, since he was 11th. So hopefully everybody still does that, because if they don't, that's pretty much an automatic disqualification, really. Hopefully they know that.
It's like a 20-second penalty, right, in real life? Where they have to do a drive-through or something?
Yeah, I mean, most drivers know to start on the soft. I did mention it, but yeah, if it's not, it could probably be a 20-second as well. I guess it would be up to.
Yeah, I think that's easier.
Up to the situation, but we'll see if they even finish the race. That'd be number one, to see if they even finish. But yeah, there we go. Finally, a few drivers are readying up here. So, Bats, any predictions? What's your purpose and goal today? Starting in the back, you got Jose, captain.
Hopefully, I can win. But if I can get towards the front, that'd be pretty successful. Because there's so many cars to pass.
And you said you'll be starting on the soft tire. What are we thinking? 1, 2?
I don't know yet. We'll see. Maybe I'll do a 1-stop on the hards, or it'll just be a 2-stop. Probably depends on safety cars. Yeah,
we might get a few here. TCR is running the regular limits here today. It looks like everybody adhered by the tires, so there's no reason to get all worried about that. And we have Latope on, I guess, starting second, but claiming first. It's kind of mean, Bats, to take that pole position away.
Well,
you couldn't have him get one.
He's at pole positions.
Oh, okay.
I usually don't get him, so it's hard for me to take one.
And the only other tire driver not starting on the soft tire is just Jose. He likes to go with that alternate strategy. There it is, powered by AWS. It says it's going to be a 2-stop, either soft mediums or soft hard, but I do think you can get to the end with a 1-stop. I haven't
think
raced.
Stop the Hard's actually easy.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of it being really slow on the hards. So I don't know if it's faster or not than the team stop.
Yeah, and you know what I always mention, and leave some comments down below. Welcome everybody. I know we had some interruptions here, but we're going to start the race very shortly here. So leave some predictions for the top 3. I'm going to go with let's go with Bats Plus. Almost last to first, but it wouldn't count because you're 12th.
Yeah.
So we'll put him at first. Maybe Latope in second, and we'll put Captain in third. He likes third place a lot, so we'll put him in third.
I'm gonna go with Captain Blade, Jose, and Chargers.
Oh, okay.
So I think one of us is gonna get caught up in an incident, and I mean, why not me, right? Plus, I can't gamble on myself.
Yeah, yeah, that wouldn't be right. Alright, so drivers are lining up here shortly, and we're going to ride on board with the Mercedes of Bam Bam. We get a nice view on the front row, and also Fire, who had a nice big crash in qualifying, closing out. He will still be starting P3. We got Latope and Chargers on the front row. We got Bats and Jose on the back row. We got 5 red lights for the Golden Class here in Mexico. And here we go, a long straightaway down to turn 1. Bam Bam gets a nice start. He's going to pull up alongside Fire, but he's got no slipstream. Chargers now helps his teammate. Latope covers off for P1. Chargers going around the outside. And it's going to be about 3 wide into turn 1. The Mercedes going deep, getting the nice exit for turn 2. And that's going to be Chargers up into first place. Latope bogged down. Now he's going to get a run on Chargers down to turn 4, I do believe. It's a drag race. Chargers still has the track position, but Latope gets it, holds it for the inside of the next corner. You got the double right here. Chargers finally takes it back. So nice racing by the pair of them. He does go off track, but for the time being, all square. So Chargers was able to get Latope, Fire Up, and Bam Bam still 3rd and 4th. Got any? Mina in 6th. Bats all the way up to 7th place, getting past Captain Blade. Although he's right on the back of him in that Aston Martin. He might look for a move here. Captain's looking very dicey here.
Yeah, he does that all the time. I saw it coming.
These two like to talk the talk, and they like to race as well, which is, I guess, the good part. So he might use some battery here, but it's 36 laps. It's a long race. TJ picked up some damage, assumably. He's in the pit lane. He had a nice, good qualifying, I do believe. And we kind of have the first 3 breaking away. Bam Bam still catching up. Everybody's still within a second of each other. If this can last another lap and a half or so, we'll be enabling the DRS. We'll see how good these cars can follow through the S section. You see Bats go a little bit deep there with Captain right behind. Mina messes up his line here. He's a silver class driver, I do believe, reserving here tonight, as is maybe F1 Racer, but F1 Racer's no slouch. He's in 9th. He had, I think, a good performance last week. I don't remember the results here, but nonetheless, it's going to be a nice run down to turn 1 if we can get onto the traction for Mina. He gets a little bit of wheel spin. That's going to let Bats Plus in the Williams get a nice run. He's going to do some bump drafting. Just got to watch his wing there. Mina gets a nice run on God Any. We also have Jose, the only guy to start in the mediums, not making much progress yet, but it'll start to come back a little bit later on in this race, starting on the mediums. The softs are going to be good for a good portion of this race. They don't really go off.
It's going to be like 7 laps maybe, and then they start to get really bad.
7 laps? Oh!
There's a wreck.
got any, spun it, and the entry of the S's.
Yeah, I mean, you hit him.
Ooh, so there was some contact, but
It might be a steward visit.
ooh, I think they've had a fair share. I think in the past few days, I do believe. Oh, ooh, we got Giggle, Jose on Giggle into the stadium. Nice move indeed from the Alpine. So yeah, got helped around there by Mina. We didn't quite see, but we did see the initial spin. So that might be some steward work. No damage from the Ferrari, but I wonder if he'll pit for new tires. Since he's in the back now, he's going to stay on the track. DRS is now enabled. We got Latope on Chargers for the lead. Nice easy with the DRS. Chargers going to line it back up for turns 2 and 3. But Latope still had DRS. Man, the detection zone, he passed at the correct time. Is it a double? Oh, wow.
No, it's all the way in the stadium.
Stadium, yeah. I just realized. Yeah, that's not fair. As we have Mina spinning. Oh, we got a big one. Captain Mina. The captain, where's he going? He's cutting the grass. Mina and looks like Captain now coming together. So that's two for 2 for Mina, and you don't want to be 2 for 2. Not how I just said it. But doesn't look like there's damage. Yeah, not in this game. Unless we're talking overtakes. But Captain, well, now he's hitting the wall. I don't wonder. This could get dangerous. Maybe we should stay on board with Mina. Let's see if we catch another one. And Captain Blade does come into the pit, so Godany and Captain both. I didn't see any of them, but we'll have to get some footage later on. But Charger's still up front, keeping pace with Latope. Looks like they dropped Fire Upflow. He's about 2 seconds off. And Fire Up has a nice train behind him. You see, you got Bam Bam and now Bats catching up, so he's still well in contention to getting a nice finish here today. You got this short little DRS zone that doesn't really do much. It's just to keep tabs. Jose and F1 Racer side by side in the stadium section. You don't see this too often because what follows is a nice long straightaway, and who's going to get the detection zone? I don't know who it is. It might have been F1 Racer. No, it is Jose. So Jose will get it, and he should get the position here. Bats also gets the position on Bam Bam. That moves him up to 4th. Fire Up right in ahead. And it seems to be Chargers now 2 seconds off of Latope. I don't know if there was an issue. Maybe he went for a little half spin. I'm not too sure. He lost a lot of time in that lap.
I think a lot of the guys are struggling on the high fuel. Kind of hard to get through the S section with it.
Some nice camera angles from the good old blimp. I love that blimp view. It's a really nice view. Bats on the traction. Should get Fire Up here. It's a nice easy one here. Fire Up goes middle track. Nice exchange. Bam Bam following behind. Let's see the run he gets. You know, he likes to use his battery, as we've seen this season.
Get by him.
He will deploy, even if you're not deploying. Ooh, a little mess up here. Fire Up. Get the poor exit. This promotes Bam Bam using that battery. He's up to 4th position, so he's following you, Bats. Be careful.
Uh-oh.
Damn, I forgot my water. Oh, that's not going to be good. I don't know if I'll make it through this race. I did not. I forgot my water bottle. Nonetheless, fire up. Back on Bam Bam. Thinking about in the stadium section, but thinks better of it. Slips in behind. Might have gave Bam Bam a little nice old tap. See some sparks flying up behind. Jose on the mediums, still in 6th position. He's just off the pace, just outside the DRS zone from this battle here. But I do believe those tires are going to start to come back towards him. Fire up, moves himself back up to 4th position. Charger's way off track, so we'll be keeping tabs on the track limits here. We are running the regular, but the stewards are keeping an eye on the limits here. We saw a few drivers leak out wide a little bit, so we give them a few gimmies before we start to penalize. But let's see through here. Chargers riding on board. It's a nice exit through here. Let's see. Keep it on the track. Nice, right on those curbs. Just a tenth outside this, about the second. Detection zone's not until the end of the stadium section, right on the final corner, final braking zone. And he just gets it. So he will have the DRS on the main straight. Chargers closed a half a second on the front straightaway. That's a lot to gain. And he kind of maintained on the shorter one, maybe a tenth or two.
Yeah, the DRS is huge.
Got any? Oh, Giggle.
Safety car.
Giggle, we got a safety car, yeah. Giggle's out. No, he's got the wing. It was got any wee, but I don't see his car.
It might be in the pits or something, because he's right at the pit entrance.
Yeah, I think it was on like the final corner coming around.
He's actually at the start-finish line.
Oh, is he? Yeah, his car just got cleaned up here. So that's gonna bunch the grid back up. That'll give Captain Blade, TJ a chance to get caught up here. What do you think that does with Just Jose's strategy? Him starting on the medium, what would he do? Stay out probably here and pit later on?
I would stay on the driver's seat. Because he's probably just going to do a one-stop at this point with the safety car.
Well, he didn't listen. He's going to come in now. He's going to put another set of the mediums, which is, I don't like the call because that just guarantees you that you're coming in again. Stop. Yeah, because he put medium to medium, so we know he's got to pit again.
It's kind of a tough spot. I don't know if he has to pit again. I might not have to pit again.
Well, no, he has to because he's got to use a different compound.
He put mediums on again, right?
Yeah, so, but for you, mediums could get to the end probably from now.
Yeah, it'll be pretty hard to drive on them, but I think they did. I was actually going to do a soft to hard one stop after looking at the tire wear, so the safety car kind of ruined that. But it might be soft to medium anyway.
And that's also going to guarantee fire up in La Taupe and El Captain, or El Capitan, a pit stop because they start on the softs. They're putting another set of softs. These are the stops here. Everyone did a one stop, but Captain Blade, same TJ, they both did two stops. They picked up some damage earlier on. I like this call from La Taupe. I really do. Keep it on the softs. keeping the track position, and he's got the preferred tire. He'll be quicker than Chargers because they were kind of equal on pace to begin the race. So if he could pull away.
Yeah, plus he can undercut pretty much whenever he wants. But if me and Chargers don't pit, then he's not going to be able to stay up there. He won't be able to catch us if he pits.
We've retrieved the water bottle, so we are gonna make it to the end. Seafreeze will make it to the end, so that's good news. That is good news. So we're gonna do another lap here. It's a long one. TJ's got to catch up here.
It's good for me and Chargers and Jose. Well, not Jose, but me and Chargers.
I remember I did a race a few seasons ago on a different game in Platinum, and I think I did a one stop, and I put on from softs to mediums. And I was going to do a two stop, but then I saw the gap, and I'm like, you know what? I could get these tires to the end, and I managed the gap fine, and I got a puncture at the double right-hander before the S section, and I was able to get, I think I was able to get second or third in the end of it, but I was a half a lap short, but I did maybe, I don't know, like almost around this amount of laps, but on a different game.
The last game, or
I think it was 19. I think it was 2019, and I think punctures were more common back then. I don't think they're as common.
I think people don't go as far on the tires, so they never get to that point.
Yeah,
So
because they do last a long time. It's just to get to that puncture zone.
Yeah, they don't puncture. They just get really slow, and then you kind of have to pit.
Right. Alright, so safety cars in this lap. Latope will get the go ahead. He's going to go now. So Chargers had a nice start as well. Did not catch him sleeping. Latope's going to defend the inside for the slipstream, and this is going to be it's going to move everybody to the inside. Everyone's going to want that slipstream, but no DRS for the time being, so shouldn't be any overtakes for now. And let's see what gap Latope can bring from Chargers and behind. We're going to have fire flow on those softs right behind backs, so he's going to be quick as well. Let's see if he can get them light, heated up, to where he can get some nice pace out of it.
I just let it by. He's kind of quick. That way he can harass those guys in front of him.
Yeah. And F1 racer Mina going at it. This might be 3 for 3 into the S section. Who's going to go? Mina the inside, and F1's going to let him have it. But he did go off track there in completing the move. Captain Blade's working on F1 racer as well in 9th position. He needs to get the move on. Got some work to do if he wants to get a nice podium. I had him predicted 3rd. I think he can still get there. Tight between 2 through 5. Jose has joined the battle. Latope is increased to a 2.5 on Chargers, so he's outside that DRS window when that does become enabled. He's got some nice pace as of late, Latope, so he's still looking for that first win. Remember back in Baku, Azerbaijan, he stood out in that pit stop phase, trying to get to the end for his first win in TCR and in the Golden Class. But it was actually Captain Blade who stole his first win in the Golden Class and in TCR, so he's looking for his first win still. Fire Up is going to get past Bats, let him by. Now he's got Jose in 5th position. We'll see what Fire Up can do, get himself back into this race using those soft tires. He's got Chargers right up in front. enabled is the DRS, but they won't be able to use it for this straightaway. What happened there? You broke early, or you let him by?
Fire up did, and I had to kind of.
Oh, you had to move.
Outside.
Oh, okay. So that promotes Jose up to 4th.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna hit it again. I'm gonna try to make it go.
Fire very close to the back of Chargers. That's where he spun in qualifying, but now following another car could be definitely hard to follow. He hit it in there, broke his tire right off. But now coming into the detection zone for the DRS, Fire Up will claim that, as does everyone else behind. And here comes the DRS train. I just watched a video on that on YouTube a few moments ago before this race. He might as well get triple overtaken. Chargers, there's one. Fire Up goes past. Jose on the left side now. Goes past. Bats, no, he's a little too far back. Jose and Fire Up, but now he's got the next one. So Chargers might go for him second. Bats gets a nice run. Chargers going to lose it here. And he's got no DRS to come back. That's why that double detection zone is very bad, but you might see Chargers back in second by the next lap around if he can use it all. But I think he used a lot of battery to defend there. But yeah, Chargers from second to 5th, and that just changed his race completely upside down. And the more they battle, allows Latope to extend his lead, now 3.5 seconds, almost 4. Remember, he does have to pit, as does Fire Up, as does Just Jose, because they need the other set of the mandatory tire. They've only run the same compound. Jose, with the DRS, should be able to do it with no battery, but he's going to use a little bit just to get by. So that's Fire Up's. He's pushing, man. Going to have nothing left for Bats. Misses the apex completely as Fire Up, and that moves him up to 3rd. Now Fire Up was leading in 2nd, and now he might go back to 5th, but Chargers just not close enough. But yeah, we can see how that's really OP, really.
Yeah, the DRS is huge on that front street. And the slipstream, I think you can come from almost the whole second back.
Yeah, Jose's got some nice pace, breaking away a little bit from Fire Up and Chargers, getting through the traffic nicely. I like to see how this plays out. We have 20 laps remaining in this race, and we've had some nice battles so far. I just want to thank everyone for watching. We are live on both YouTube and the Twitch, so thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and keep some comments rolling in, some questions as well. And it'd be much appreciated as we wind down on Season 12. We do have one more race tomorrow night, obviously, for Platinum. And next week is for Coda. For the finale at United States of America, and Silver Class still needs to decide their championship, so tune in for that on Tuesday, next week for the Golden Class Wednesday, and the 100% race at in Platinum next Thursday, and that's going to do it. We have some, Bats goes deep there, I think. It wasn't
a slippery curve.
Yeah, watch it. A little slippery. I just got on board and saw you well offline.
Yeah, I didn't want to spin, so I just kind of drifted.
Chargers, this is 3 times now, Chargers. Watch out. You can get a penalty here, but Chargers really using those limits. Chargers now closer to bats, about 3/10, but no overtakes for the time being. Mina looking on Captain Blade. He's just going to give that up. So 6th place for now is Mina's. Remember, these two had some contact, I do believe, earlier in the race. Coming through the stadium section. Captain will get the DRS. Should be a nice, easy overtake for the Aston Martin. We also saw Batch Plus overtake Fire Up on the main straight. He's going to use that DRS for the 2nd straightaway. Charger's a little too far back to claim advantage. Perry in the comments says, dang, I'd be leading right now. Well, why aren't you? I don't think we've seen you in the victory lane or podium. Come on, let's not bring NASCAR terms here, Freeze. McLaren needed some help in those the constructor tables, Perry. Fire Up gets a poor section. Chargers gets the DRS, but man, Fire Up is using a lot here. I mean, he's got nothing left, and he's still plowing through. Does Chargers now get a nice run through the turns 2-3 complex? No, it doesn't look like it, so Fire Up's going to use it around the outside on Bats. 9 laps old is the tires. And this just seems to be a little bit pointless battling. If I'm Fire Up, I'd probably maybe consider pitting soon. Wasting a lot of time. Just Jose was just in this battle now, 4.5 seconds up the road. And he's also within a second of Latope. Now Jose is probably going to wait long enough to put on those soft tires. Latope is probably going to put those mediums on, and that's a good idea to pit right then. That's some good racecraft from Latope, and some smarts right there. Let's not battle with Jose. Let's come into the pits now, put some mediums on, and just get on with my own race. Let's see where it puts him. Looks to be behind the other Haas of F1 racer, maybe behind TJ. Well, he's going to be on 10 lap fresher medium tires. Fire Up might think to do the same here. He's losing touch from Bats. Also got overtaken by Chargers on the main straight, and then down to turn 4. And he will consider putting those medium tires on to get to the end of the race. Many drivers can get to the end on these mediums that they pitted under the safety car. It's just the question is, do they really want to? Fire Up now into the pit lane. Slows it down nicely. It's going to put him in 10th position behind Lato. He goes wide again. He already picked up a penalty. This is not good if you're a Red Bull. A yellow flag. That's Latope. He's out. Latope is out of the race, and that's a safety car. Just in time for Jose if he wants to pit. Yes, he does. Where is the Haas driver? It's in the S section. He just pitted for mediums, and man, if this race played out to the end, it would have been interesting. I think everybody's going to pit here to get to the end of the race, but man, that really just stole a nice race ending, I do believe. And the car is picked up by now. Quick work for the marshals. If only we had that in Jeddah, we would have been 5 laps quicker under the VSC. Man, that was a lot of VSC at the previous race.
Yeah, it was pretty horrible.
They pulled the VSC. 5 laps go by, maybe not that much. Maybe it was. The same piece of debris just sitting on the track. Not one marshal could go out. It did really kind of hurt the progression of the race, I think. Just kind of the flow was kind of start, stop, with a bunch of yellows. But it is what it is. So everybody pitted, but El Capitan did not. Or maybe he did. But those are older mediums by 2 laps, which he probably started. Unless he didn't pit.
He didn't pit under the safety car. He pitted a couple laps ago.
Okay. Yeah, so that makes sense. Thanks, Bats. I like having a co-com. I haven't really had one recently, so maybe we'll do this more often.
Yeah, so we can do it next week.
Yeah.
You know.
That would be interesting. We've done a few of these before. We've had some interesting commentaries. I love doing the commentary. I have fun. I like to have fun. I like to do it, for the viewers and everything. Hopefully everyone's enjoying. But we really do have a lot of great commentators out there, and previous commentators, and it's always nice to see certain people in the booth together. Last night I think it was Perry and Captain Blade. This is a unique one. I don't think we've ever done commentary together, and definitely not in this form.
I don't know, we may have once.
We might have once, you're right. I don't remember too much.
I've done it once for this league, and I forget who the other person was. Might have just been Blinn. No, probably, yeah. I think it was. No, it would have been Blinn. Because he races in silver, and I did a silver race.
Maybe Chatty.
But it might have been you.
Yeah. Could have been.
I don't know.
I've only done a few silver ones. Maybe next week I'll hop into silver. I haven't done a silver one in a long time. I might do silver gold. Well, I'm racing next week for platinum, so I gotta get the old gloves out again. And
You could be the race commentator for platinum.
I was thinking about that, but then I was thinking, you know what? I kind of want to go out there and win. I could. It would distract me a lot. Personally, I need that focus. But this race has definitely took a turn. Now Jose starting in P13 on the alternate strategy. We thought it didn't work out for him. Now he's leading the race on the softs. Easily able to get to the end, the top three, Jose, Bats, and Chargers. Jose goes now. Bats gets a nice start. Chargers well behind. What was he doing? Also, Mina and Captain behind, and there's a big gap between F1 Racer. So there's something must have happened. You still see the Ferrari must have spun off the last corner. And those are huge gaps. You must have. Jose and yourself doing a very nice job. Bam Bam up to 6th. We still have Mina up in 4th. He does have a penalty that he's carrying. And possible stewarding queries. But he's done alright to get up to 4th for where he's at in joining the silver class, reserving here tonight. He's had some nice battles, some touch and go as well, but up in 4th position, right behind this top 3. Who have been pretty much the staple of the golden class in this season. The top of the top. Be nice to see a few of these guys joining platinum next season, seeing what they can do. If anyone is new, thank you all for joining. I think our website might be under construction, but everyone will have an opportunity to join up for season 13, which would be starting around the February mark. So we do take a nice break off to get ourselves rested after a nice long season. Then we come back and we might see the faces of Jose and Bats and Chargers. Well, Bats already does platinum. We'll be seeing him tomorrow night. We might see Captain Blades, a few others possibly trying out and competing in platinum next season, which I think they can do very well. DRS now enabled. Bat setting the purple 3rd sector. Just was able to claim the detection zone. And within that second mark. I wonder, do you get it here? Let's see.
No.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Oh, man. Chargers did not have a great lap, now 2.5 back. We've seen this a few times throughout this race. Chargers getting a few nice laps put together, and then one, he just misses it. It's either he's missing up, or maybe the other two are just so good. Just marginally at the DRS detection, right around that second mark. I don't think he got it, Bats.
No.
Captain Blade, though, did get some DRS. TJ is back in this race with an overtake on F1 Racer down the inside with the help of some DRS. He'll have that advantage down to turn 4. But F1 Racer, he's going to use some battery here. Nope, but just the DRS is too much of an advantage to use the overtake and then to keep that defensive overtake. Captain in the double right gets past Mina. I don't know where Mina was going there. You weren't going to overtake there. Mina does get some DRS, but he's 6/10 back from Captain Blade. Bam Bam also picked up, well, he's within the second, but he didn't get the DRS yet. Mina down the inside is going to go for it. And Captain Blade kind of just moves out of the way. And Mina gets that DRS down to turn 4. Looking back out, up in front, it's just Jose. In that Alpine, started P13. Followed by Bats falling to about 2 seconds. Chargers around 4 back. And then you got Mina and company in 4th on back. Let's see if Captain Blade can use this DRS for the overtake and then also for the defense up to turn 4. He's low in battery, but he does get the pass. Moves over into the braking. Nicely done. This brings Bam Bam up into the battle as well. TJ just behind in 7th in the AlphaTauri. He was way back last on the opening lap. I think he had some contact, but that safety car, the 2 safety cars, brought him back into the mix. Just a second off from Bam Bam. If he could keep with that detection zone, he has an opportunity to get a solid top 5 if he can overtake Bam Bam and stay within, I do believe, let's see what the penalty is for Mina.
3 seconds.
3 seconds, yeah, so he only needs his 3 seconds. Right now he'd have that penalty there, the position. So what are we thinking, Bats? You think you got something for Jose?
Not unless I can pick up a couple tenths in the S section. He's 2 tenths faster, and we're pretty much the same everywhere else.
This is around.
Maybe he has a little more downforce or a little better setup.
And do you think these? What's the percents looking like? What's think these tires get to the end?
Yeah, they'll be fine. I don't know what percentage on that.
This is around lap 7, Jose, and
they're on 30.
30. So yeah, they're working all right to get to the end nicely. Mina's still in 4th position. He must have some low downforce or something, because it looks like Captain Blade just can't get that gap on Mina. He's able to overtake. He's got the DRS again. But he just can't do enough to keep that position. So they're just kind of going back and forth throughout. Now Captain Blade's going to get the go-ahead. Ooh, a lot of contact here. Mina's going to come back to turn 2. He has to cut it to avoid some contact. Captain Blade now with the DRS again. This is going to bring Bam Bam. Look at the view we get from here. It's going to be Captain to Mina, Mina to Bam Bam, Bam Bam to TJ. This is a four-man battle here for 4th position. Yeah, following close. You got to watch out this dirty, especially in the exit of the S here. Depending on the setup, depending on the wear, could spin that car right around or causing you to get out of the throttle. But Mina does well to keep with Captain again, and everyone's going to get DRS. So Captain does that smart. I don't know about that. Captain Blade just, he let him out. He let Mina have it, which is smart tactics, I guess you could say, from the Aston Martin. I don't know if that's even allowed, and I'd have to check our rulebook. Because that was no lockup there from Captain. That was I don't want to be leading. Oh, Mina comes back into turn 2. Oh, he just wipes everyone out. Captain having to cut the track here, and Mina's under pressure by TJ. Bam Bam lets them all by. TJ up to 4th. So that's a slam dunk. Mina at fault, in my opinion, on that incident. They were going quite well, but as the closing laps of this race are winding down, the elbows got out, and he was in a Red Bull, wasn't he? Isn't that ironic? I don't even know if he made the corner. I'd have to look back. That's going to be... Oh, look who joined the battle. You know what? Welcome, F1 Racer. You've also had an invitation. He's in 8th position. We just have to wait 9.5 more seconds and Fire Up will be there. Don't end it too soon. We have TJ up front. He's swerving. He's defending. Mina goes left side. This is going to get good. TJ is going to lose a lot of positions if... Oh, he doesn't really hit turn 1. He's going to have turn 2 and 3 nicely. But he's not going to have the DRS. Bam Bam's going to get a nice exit. On to TJ. Man, if only we had this racing in real life. This track will provide some nice racing. Bam Bam gets 5th position. So TJ loses 2. And Mina now broke away from Bam Bam 1.3 seconds, but remember, he's got that 3-second time penalty, so that's kind of irrelevant as far as on-track battling. And like I said, I think he will pick up a steward's penalty for certain. That might put him more down the order, so it's pretty much Bam Bam in 4th, and this is the position that we're looking at. TJ, Captain Blade, F1 Racer, Fire Up pits. Might go for fastest lap. TJ down the inside. Oh, little bit of contact. No, TJ. Oh, you hate to see it. He was doing so well. He was doing so well. He had it, Bats. He had it.
Shame.
Oh man, a little too deep, and he hit the side of Bam Bam, and he's back where he started in 8th. Oh, I thought he was gonna have 4th position. That would have like doubled or tripled his points.
Well, he usually crashes out, so you know, as long as he finishes, it's in the right direction.
He's got 9 points, so 4th would be more than he'd had all year. He'll pick up 2 here, or 4 actually. He's in 8th, so. Oh man. It wasn't even a risk. It wasn't even a bad move by TJ. You know, Bam Bam left the room. TJ had a nice overtake. It was controlled. He just hit the side pod of Bam Bam and it just twirled him around. They were going such slow speed too. So what a shame. Captain Blade now gets.
Jose's out of fuel.
Oh, is he out of fuel?
What it says.
Oh, let's get the. Oh, this could get interesting. Oh, the red. The
I don't
red
know
is.
if he is.
The red's blinking. So does that mean he's under?
He's disqualified, right?
He's gonna pull us. Oh, this is the last lap. We're on the last lap of the race. Does he get to the end? He's red blinking. Does he realize this? Fireworks are going off. You can't really see him. Oh, I wonder. He's still blinking. He gets to the end and he wins in the golden class. Jose picks up a win here in Mexico, and his first win in a while. It's his 3rd victory in the golden class. That was a weird ending. Man, the Mexico goes really quick. I thought we had one more lap. Captain Blade in 5th, picks up 4th with the penalty. Bam Bam in 6th. F1 racer TJ. Oh, if only. He'll claim 8th position here. Picks up 4 points. Fire up, drifting around the final few corners. Not a great day for Ferrari. And you got El Capitan in 10th position, rounding off the top 10.
So Jose needs to have a liter of fuel in his car, right? An extra one, or is disqualified, right?
We'll have to pull out the rule book. Sebastian Vettel.
I mean, Jeff would never lie.
His red light was blinking.
Yeah, Jeff actually said outright that his the car in front's out of fuel. So I don't know.
We'll have to ask him.
I've never heard it in this game yet until today.
Would you mind inviting the top 2, I guess, since you're already here?
Sure.
So he was able to get the fastest lap as well, 15.996.
I think he had DRS. Yeah. He had DRS on the front straight on me.
And I do have to say that was a very enjoyable race. A lot of good battling throughout, and Jose just went 13th to 1st. A definite driver of the day. He did all right for himself, and he definitely had the setup and car under him to do it. He stood out of all the incidents, so it was well deserved for him. We'll be starting the post-race interviews shortly, so stay tuned for that. If anybody has any questions you'd like me to ask the top 3, leave them down below. And if you are heading out, don't forget to tune in tomorrow for the Platinum class and for their Mexican Grand Prix. And as mentioned, next week's our finale at COTA. We have some more information down below, and apart from next week, that'll be it for Season 12. And we start back up around February, and just stay up to date on our social medias for all the information and about Season 13 on F1 2021. You can sign up in due time and be a part of the grid, either full or reserve, and join the action. There's a lot of racing here today, and yeah, let's get into the showroom here.
I don't even know Jose's name on this game for some reason right now. I always forget where the X is. I always forget if it's in front or the back.
Yeah, if it's X, I ain't scrolling down that far.
I think it's
My
R14.
PlayStation would not like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with charges. Just make sure your sharing's on. In the Mercedes P3. Congratulations on the podium. Nice race throughout. Started second behind Lato. Talk us through your race today.
Not much really happened for me. Pace was decent. Jose's and Bass' pace was a lot better.
Where is he?
The third, third was probably all I forgot there. Yeah. Can
You
guys
are.
hear me?
You're very low. You have your microphone.
Yeah, let me- Does that make it better? Or
Not really.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't find
oh,
Jose
weird.
on my list.
Yeah, they're like on. That's fine, I think.
If you go in the party, there should be like audio sharing settings, and then you can put your mic volume up.
That's weird.
I'll ask the question, Pratis. Don't worry, I got you. That's a good question. I like it. Good thinking. Good job. Good job.
Is that any better? I have it on the highest setting now.
Yeah, that a little bit better. All right, yeah, go ahead. Start over.
From your face.
Yeah. You see that mic? It should be right in front of you, where the noise is coming from. Make sure it's there, and then go ahead.
Yeah, not much happened for me. It was pretty boring. Yeah, so pace was decent. Jose's back was a lot better, and third was probably all I could have got. And then the last stint got really boring because they were kind of driving away, and I was driving with and forth. And yeah, it was a pretty boring race overall, but solid PC.
Well, you got a podium again. You've been consistent throughout. You got one more race. Can you get into the win?
I mean, I'll go for it. I think USA was the last track that I won, and Golden, so I'll give it a shot, but we'll see.
Was it last year where you remember those crazy overtakes, that crazy battle you had with
I think
Jippo, was it?
That was like a year ago. So
Like two. Oh, I'm a little off. But I do remember all those good battles. I think it was Jippo when he was still racing in season 10, I think it was, and yourself and a few others. So Coda does provide some good racing. So, well, if it was a boring race, then I'll let you go. Congratulations on P3, and we'll see you back here next week.
Thank you.
Awesome. Alright, so we'll move to the Williams of Bat Plus. Welcome, I haven't seen you in a long time. How was your race today? P2 started 12th, I do believe.
Well, it was a pretty boring race, so. No, it was actually a pretty interesting race, starting from the back. Obviously, I did pass a lot of people. I think I passed 5 people at the start,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure. I think I ended up in 7th. So I had a pretty good start and made it a lot easier, and didn't really want the safety cars. But otherwise, I mean, I pretty much had some type of battle with everyone on the track at some point, which was cool. And then the last safety car, I think Jose was just a couple tenths faster in the S section, and once I lost the DRS there, I made a mistake in Sector 3. I mean, I couldn't really get it back, so he was just a little bit faster than me today.
And we have a question coming in from the YouTube side of things from Pratis, and it says, will you submit a penalty inquiry to Just Jose's fuel amount usage?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if it's a rule. But Jeff said he ran out of fuel, but he may not have, because he still gained time. Jeff could have just been wrong. But I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what the rule actually is. If it's like an auto penalty or if it's just something that you have to report. But I wouldn't report it if that's the case.
I mean, I can tell you we don't have a rule on it, so there wouldn't be.
Yeah, then no, it would be funny, but I'm definitely not gonna do that.
We could go to court. We could go down the system.
Yeah,
if
we
you
can.
Like.
We'll make a petition for a new rule. No, but I'm not. I definitely wouldn't do that. I don't need to win a race that way anyway. So yeah, Jose definitely did a pretty good job today. It was pretty quick.
Awesome. Well, good job, and thanks for being my co-captain, co-driver today, co-pilot, whatever you want to call it. And we'll move on to Swift interviews here. We'll go to Just Jose, returning to the win. This one must feel good. It's been a long time here in Golden Class. He finally got one, and in great fashion, from 13th on the mediums all the way up, and got the fast lap and got the win. I didn't know if the strategy would work out perfectly, but that last safety car really did put you back on the same strategy, and you definitely had the speed and the car under you to finalize it. So congratulations on that, and talk us through your victory.
Oh, can you hear me there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Finally, right? It took a long time to get back in here.
We're rooting for you.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Thanks,
we couldn't wait too much longer. We only got one more race left.
Yeah, about time. Yeah, last race I really tried to get the win, but I ended up crashing on my own, which is kind of my stamp. So I guess that's just me. Well, coming into today's race, I have forgotten we had a race. Actually, I've been so swarmed up with college. I started practicing when you guys started qualifying, since I wasn't gonna get a qualifying lap anyway. So I did some practice, and I guess it paid off because I had the, I don't know, the how do you say this, the calmness with the car on the middle section, which I think is crucial in this track. Yeah, that's, I believe, where I made the most of my time. And yeah, at the end it was really close, but I never ran out of fuel. I was running out of fuel though, like 3 laps earlier. I noticed like the light go red, so I think I went negative on the fuel. So I started saving just so I could put I tried to do the fastest lap in the last lap also, but it didn't work out. I guess the tires were dead. But yeah, I didn't run out of fuel, so you don't have to pull out the rule book on this one.
Well, how do we know? You know, you finished in the positive though. How did that? Did the car switch into the ultra saving mode that they have?
Oh, maybe it went into the low fuel mode, but you know, it does that sometimes, even when you're like 0.04 up on fuel. And I always finish my races with like pretty close to running out of fuel. I like to get like the most light car I can get.
Right. Well, yeah, that's definitely interesting. I've never really seen that on this game, but yeah. Well, it was a very nice drive. Congratulations on that win finally, and maybe you can go a little back to back with the finale next week with Coda coming on up. Other than that, that's pretty much going to do it. I just wanted to thank everyone for watching and bearing with the stream. I know we had 2 streams up. The first half was the qualifying, and then this one is now the race. It did take us a little bit long to get through, but we made it through. And I think it was well worth it. We had some nice battles, and we saw Jose would take a win. You know, how can it get better than that? So, yeah, thank you all for watching. And remember, don't forget to tune in tomorrow for the Platinum class. And next week is the finale of Season 12. And that's going to do it. So, until then, we'll see you tomorrow. And good night, everybody. Have a good night. And that's going to do it. So until then, we'll see you tomorrow, and